It is August in the garden, and although you may think that the growing season is coming to an end, it is actually an amazing time to get some herbs in the ground that are fast growing so that you can have nice fresh herbs as you go into the fall season. And today I'm harvesting some goodies as well as planting my top favorite herbs for the fall time. So I'm going to break down the 5 herbs you can be growing in August, as well as sharing what other things I'm harvesting right now. As you can see, we have pulled up a lot of our spring crops, like our potatoes, which this is a pile of all of our excess leaves that we need to dump. But with that, it means that we have freed up a lot of space in our garden where we could be planting a lot more new things, which means I have so many goodies I can be getting into the garden. But herbs have been my number one because this spring, a lot of my herbs, unfortunately, did not make it. I don't know why. I really didn't focus on herbs, and I am kicking myself right now because I want to be making pickles and sauces and adding fresh herbs to things, and I just don't have them. So I want to get in an extra season of herbs. So 1, I can be having fresh herbs daily, straight from the garden, and 2, so I can be preserving them for the winter so we can have fresh herbs. And herbs can be preserved by drying them out, turning them into dried herbs. You can also freeze them in ice cube trays with some oil and then cook them up in dishes or make flavored butters, as well as just adding them to any of your sauces or preserved canned goods that you're adding as well. So the first item that I am going to be planting right now is basil. I absolutely love basil. I think it's an amazing topping that you can be adding to pizza, pasta, really anything Italian, and it is so delicious. For my basil, all I'm going to be doing is adding in about 1/4 of an inch down. It's a pretty fast growing crop, so you can get it in and it's gonna grow far into the fall season. Something to keep in mind is when you are growing basil, you want to be clipping off any of the flowering buds on it. This will just promote more growth of the actual herb and not be putting its energy towards the flowers, which is important to make sure that you keep getting fresh herbs. So you want to just be pinching those tops. I also love planting basil next to tomatoes, and then you can sneak a little tomato with a little bit of basil as a little garden treat. So tasty. The next herb we're going to be adding is parsley. Now, parsley is a great addition to soups, potatoes, and just a nice little topping. But something that you do want to take in mind is they do take a little bit longer to germinate. So you might want to actually soak their seeds in some water for the night before you're going to plant them before getting in, because it can take around 2 to 3 weeks to germinate. But they do love the colder temperatures, so once they are in the ground, they are going to thrive as you go into the deep, cooler temperatures of fall, and you're going to have a really nice harvest of parsley. So if you're a parsley fan, I definitely suggest getting it in. Next up, I believe, is a controversial herb in that you either love it or you think it tastes like soap, and that is cilantro. Now, what I love about getting cilantro in at August is it actually prefers colder weather. If you get it in the spring, oftentimes when it gets into the heat of July or August and it's growing, then it will start to bolt. So by getting it in at this time, it's going to not bolt and just primarily flourish in that colder temperature. So I definitely suggest getting some cilantro in. I think it is such a game changer when you're cooking, and it just has such a beautiful flavor palette. So I'm gonna get this in over here. And something to keep in mind when you are planting any of your herbs, you want to make sure that you're planting them and you are watering them very well when they're in the ground. It's going to make sure that the crop is actually growing to a great rate. So something that I do is I plant along our water lines. So we are always having drip irrigation throughout our garden. And this way, by planting along them, I know that I'm going to get a nice watering. But you can also just make sure to heavily water after getting your seeds in, and then continuing to water regularly. Also dependent on if it's raining or not. It's been crazy weather here in New Jersey and just flash flood, raining all the time. So I'm trying to get this actually in on a dry day so that the seeds can settle a little bit before any flash floods might appear again this week. Fingers crossed, everything works out. While I'm here, I'm also gonna pick some of my herbs. It looks like this tomato didn't get enough sun. It's a little green, but it is breaking up. So I'm gonna take that in as well. If you watched my other video, you'd know that this is an opportune time to be getting in more cucumber seeds as well. And you could be making more pickles for preserving. And the companion for a pickle and pickle creation is dill. So get your dill in now as well, because this means that if you have more cucumbers that you're planting, you can also be making more pickles. And what's great about dill is it also is going to bring in more pollinators. If you look at the picture of dill, on the sprigs, there are lots of flowers, which, if you didn't know, flowers bring pollinators, and pollinators help make more vegetables. So you need pollinators to be pollinating all of your beautiful flowers on your cucumbers. So by getting in your dill, you're gonna bring more pollinators to your garden, and every gardener loves to have more pollinators. These marigolds smell so good. If you're thinking about adding marigolds to your garden, I highly suggest, because I'm just sitting here and it smells really good. I also like to add marigolds to some of our fresh picked bouquets because it just adds a nice uplifting scent to them, and it smells really good when you walk past. I love it. Okay, so let's talk about why August is such a great time to be growing in. So August is actually going to give us really warm soil, which means that the seeds are going to germinate a lot quicker than as opposed to a cooler soil. That's why you usually start your seeds indoors in those colder months and then move them outside because it's nice and warm. Oftentimes people will add heating plates underneath their soil to help germination get activated and speed up. So by planting into a warmer soil, you're doing that process all in one. And as we get into August, late August, September, we get those cooler nights, those shorter days, and it's gonna actually reduce a lot of the stress that's going on to the plants. So some of our herbs are actually gonna be more likely to bolt in the heat of the day in August, but if they're germinating that time and then really starting to thrive and grow in those cooler times of period, then there's gonna be less stress, less bolting, and it's gonna just help overall. So the key points to remember about planting in August is you're gonna get a faster germination. There's gonna be fewer weeds because it's just generally hotter that it's burning a lot of those off. Less disease pressure. All the things that I planted towards the end of July are starting to sprout, and it's making me very, very happy. But the last herb that we're gonna talk about today is chives. Chives are an incredibly easy and forgiving plant. So if you like that oniony taste of chives, the chivey taste, then I highly suggest getting them in your garden. They are also perennials, so they will usually come back year and year over again. And they're pretty, they're beautiful. So get them in, they're really easy to get in. And again, making sure that you're putting it next to a water line or you are heavily watering as well. Okay. Let me get my chives in. I also say these beans that we've been getting, they have just been, these little bush bean plants have been producing so well. It's kind of crazy how much these little plants can produce. Chives are so delicious, I think. I love the chive taste. They're really great to add to a lot of recipes, and to have fresh chives on hand is just such an amazing thing to have. And you can also freeze them like you can do with most, dry them out if you wanted to make some dried herbs, and they are a great addition. It is hot out here, which if you're thinking, wow, how are my seeds going to survive? Well, there's a few things that you need to keep in mind when putting in new herbs in August. First off, you want to make sure that you're watering regularly so that the seeds are actually germinating. And they are going to germinate pretty well with a nice damp soil and the heat of the summer on them. So that's really positive. Make sure that you're mulching on top. And make sure that you're picking often. Once they start to appear, pick them often, and this is going to send more energy into producing more leafy herbs than actually onto the ones that are already produced. Now, these are my top favorite herbs to be planting in August, but what are some of yours and what are you thinking of growing?